Salvete omnes, this is the Martian Geek, also known as I'm Amelia. This is something that I've been considering doing for a while, but I always had other projects to work on. In fact, I still have projects to work on. Why am I doing this instead of writing, working on my hack, working on homebrew, or trying to monetize my hobbies like I should be doing? I thought that it would be interesting to show off my old hacks and stuff. I've still never finished a full-length hack, but I have started several, and I haven't shown off every level that I've ever entered in a contest either. Even though some of my old hacking stuff is not up to the standards of quality either for myself or SMW Central's moderation team, though I have to say that I at least never had a floating muncher, severe cut-offness, and terrible pallets phase, there might still be some interesting stuff in there. There might even be some levels, or at least gimmicks, that could potentially be redone for another hack. I'd like to think that I've improved over the years, both in my game design skills and my interaction with the community. We were all young, foolish, and socially awkward once. But I've been at this hobby for a long time. I've learned a lot about both ROM hacking and etiquette with all of my life experience in various internet and in-person communities, so I can confidently say that I am no longer young. But again, some of the stuff dates back pretty far, so some of the design and the resources might be problematic. In this project, you may see such scandalous things as graphical glitches, ASM glitches, wrong palettes for things, minor cut-offness, mediocre music ports, questionable level design choices, cringy plot, on-camera save state usage, patching the ROM mid-episode to fix game-breaking bugs, and maybe even actually using ZSNES in 2026. I should mention that I will not be showing off any of yet another Mario hack or Peach's Quest a Princess story during this project. I'm actively working on the former, and I still plan to finish the latter at some point. I also won't show off anything that is so incomplete that it's basically worthless. There aren't too many cases of this, and it mostly just applies to contest levels that never got off the ground. But don't expect me to show anything from 24-hour level design contest 4 or 12, vanilla level design contest 6 or 7, the chocolate level design contest from 2013, whatever number that was, or Secret Santa 2015. There wouldn't be much to show, and I'd have to track down some of those, which seems like unnecessary work for something that might only have a single screen done. The third thing that I don't plan on showing off is levels that I've already posted on the channel, so you won't see my intended level from 24-hour level design contest 8, the one that I tried to make for VLDC 15, which I just posted recently, or my first 3 random miscellaneous levels either. I could be talked into it, though, if anyone would like to see me record commentary for any of those, and everything else is fair game. Also, if anyone remembers a level or hack that I made back in the day and didn't show off by the end of this project, feel free to say something. It's possible that I could have had something slip my memory. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So I'm doing these approximately in chronological order, so let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. This is the first hack I ever made. This is so old that it's actually only 2 weeks younger than my SMW Central account. It's so old that it could vote in the midterms. And it doesn't even have a title. Yeah. I didn't edit a whole lot with this game. I mean, I didn't edit the overworld. Oh no, Bowser has built a machine that will make any player of video games slowly turn goth. It is known as, what else? An emo-lator! I forgot about that. Where was I going with that plot? Sushi's Island 1. So are these all parodies or something? Oh, endless bonus game. Well, guess I'm resetting. Apparently I did not actually make Yoshi's or Sushi's house. So let's do a real level. I didn't even finish the ground tiling. But here we are in Sushi's Island 1. We have some Koopas. We have some mushrooms, some Goombas, the usual Mario stuff. Yet another Mario level. Oh, we have 2 multi-coins blocks. Don't you know you don't put 2 multi-coin blocks next to each other? Oh, and a Chuck, which I apparently thought of putting in 1-1. Hello, Yoshi, I mean Sushi. Woo, man, am I glad to be out of there. I'm Sushi, and that jerk Bowser's the one who trapped me in there. I say we go kick his butt. legally distinct Yoshi. And there's the unused red coin sprite. Well, okay, technically it's not unused, because the Yoshi Wings is actually the same sprite in a different state. And there's a blind jump. But in that form, it is completely unused. And for some reason, I didn't have the midway point sticking into the ground. The slight graphical glitch that you can see there is actually in the vanilla game. That one wasn't my fault. This, on the other hand, well, that's also in the vanilla game if you arrange those that way. These are cliffs. If you fall down them, you will die. Jumping into them is not recommended. I clearly was not taking myself seriously when making this hack, or at least I wasn't expecting the player to. Some cut-offness there. And those are yellow switch blocks that don't matter because I can just Yoshi jump. And there's the end of 1-1. So yeah, very basic, very vanilla level. It's not unlike Yoshi's Island 1, except with a slightly different combination of enemies. Anyway, moving on to Sushi's Island 2. Is it Yoshi's Island 2? No, it's Sushi's Island 2. It just bears a passing resemblance to Yoshi's Island 2, but it also has Pokies and Super Koopas, because they were available in the sprite set. Nice aim. These turtles will not return your love when you kiss them. They will only make you lose a hit. Wait, lose a hit? Don't I mean take a hit? They are a bit unaffectionate that way. Nothing worse than unaffectionate turtles. Actual helpful advice from message boxes in this hack? What's that? Oh, hey. See, even back then I was doing the hide invisible blocks because with symmetry thing. Wait. Never mind. It's not symmetrical. Okay. P-switch. And blue coins that also turn into blocks, even though they still act like coins. But you probably knew that. Some throw blocks that I can't use because I am riding Yoshi. Or Sushi. Whatever. And another unused sprite. The brown 1-up. And lots of red coins. I saw those and thought, hey, cool. I never saw that in the original game. Let's do it. I've not seen a bonus room yet, but I assume there'll be some, somewhere. Whatever, that's the end of 1-2, so... I mean, for a first hack, it could be a lot worse. Especially for a first hack from someone who's only had 2 weeks worth of level design experience. Also, I don't think that hill was supposed to appear there. I think I just grabbed the wrong tile. Sushi's Island 3. I think that was a pipe exit for some reason. Or entrance, I mean. Yeah, I didn't even change any of the tile sets from their originals. Also, I guess I did edit the overworld. Never mind about that. Still not really sure why there's so much cut-offness at the corners there, considering that by default those get filled in by the game. Oh, am I supposed to fly up here? Well, then I shall. Oh, hey, directional coin. I wonder if this was before or after I actually figured out how these work. Because I know one thing, I sure as heck didn't know how they worked when I was a kid. But yes, getting the maximum of 63 coins for the win. At least I think it's 63. I don't know, it's not a sprite that I use that much. Mainly because of bad memories of... Well, mainly. Possibly because of bad memories of Yoshi's... Or not Yoshi. Valley Ghost House in the original game, and specifically the secret exit. Or alternatively, Star World 5. I don't know. Moving on. Let's see. This water also wasn't very commonly used in the original game. Like, it was in a few levels, but... I remember one of the first custom Super Mario World levels I saw involved these donut bridges in a forest with water. And I thought, cool! Oh, to be a kid again, full of wonder and innocence. Also, you know I mentioned, you know how I mentioned minor cutoffness? Well, okay, there's a little bit of major cutoffness. Yeah. Hole in the wall. Honestly, Super Mario World has a pretty decent selection of resources to build from. I've probably mentioned that before, but certainly more than like the original Super Mario Brothers. And another Yoshi coin that makes a hole in the scenery. There are ways to fix that now, and I'm sure there are probably ways to fix that then. Not least of which is just not putting the Yoshi coin in a place where it'll get cut off. Cut off, whatever. But... again, I had literally 2 weeks of experience doing this still. And that is definitely way too low to place an amazing flying hammer, brother. Does anyone else just fast forward through the goal sequences? Sushi's Island 4. Let me guess. Well, it's the right tile set, and I did not enable vertical scrolling, and for some reason the background doesn't scroll. Well, I guess the original Yoshi's Island 4 didn't have vertical scrolling. Not sure what is up with the background. Obvious bonus is obvious. Vanilla glitch. Okay, so how far? Okay, that far. And I didn't use the right sprite memory setting, so... yeah, at least I assume I didn't. I feel like a lot of these platforms are placed too low. Sure, I'll get it now. There's a secret exit over here. Which is honestly not the worst way to hide a secret exit. Yellow Switch Palace. That is not yellow. The reason it's not yellow has to do with what palettes are on which submaps in the overworld, but... I apparently didn't see fit to correct that. Or maybe I would have if I'd continued working on it. I went right into the next hack fairly quickly after this, I think. Like, this is pretty much just... oh, hey, I got the jump off the switch. This hack, I feel like, was pretty much just level design practice, and not intended as a serious hack. If the plot didn't make it obvious. That's the wrong event trigger. Yay! Well, he's already seen Sushi's Island 4, so I'm just gonna fly. And for some reason, the Yoshi coins respawned. See, flying is so much easier when you have Yoshi. Unless, of course, you're in a level with no solid ground. Oh, it's because I didn't get all 5 of them. Number number 1, Icky's Castle. Yes, the name is a parody of Iggy. It seems that there seems to be a common theme here. I think I'll actually trade my cape out because I don't want to fly in a place where I'm not supposed to fly. Honestly, the design of this castle is not that different from a castle in, like, Super Mario Bros. 1 or 3. I don't know why I saw fit to put these cement blocks here. Just to separate a section of the level, I guess. And more sprite memory glitches. And it's the boss already. Yeah. Hi, Iggy. I mean, Icky. I mean... What? Alright. What does a boss defeat text say? I gotta know. Mario has defeated the disgusting Icky Koopa in Castle Number 1 and rescued Yoshi's friend who is still trapped in an egg. Together, they now travel to Muffinland. Okay, not as funny as I thought it would be. But still. And the event screwed up. So I will probably have to redo the levels to get back to where I was before since the event was set wrong, but I believe there is at least a World 2. So, we'll see where to go after Icky's Castle next time. Hope to see you then. Or for you to see me then, I guess. Anyway, bye.